Reach Out Reptiles made a groundbreaking appearance at the Tinley NARBC this year, with the opportunity to show some new faces and some old here at Reach Out Reptiles. Now we know that super dwarves are awesome and everyone loves them, but when you get down to it, what were the best animals at Tinley this year? Garrett decided to answer that very question. So without further ado, here are the top 5 craziest animals that you might have missed out on at the Tinley NARBC this year.
We see a lot of pet tubers picking out the most awesome reptiles, but what are they judging it on? What I want to focus on is the artistic side of selective breeding for specific traits on awesome reptiles. Okay guys, John Chosmer Reptiles, you gotta check this out. This is a Motley IMG, and it's double het RDR and parahet. So you can tell me what that means in the comment section, but here's why I like this boa. For being this young, this is a really dark IMG, am I right?
It's black.
This sucker is amazing, almost solid black, which is awesome, but the pattern it does have is where it's at. Killer little charcoal gray donuts going down the back. So stinking cute. That's gotta be the coolest boa. Nicely done, John. All right, the next one's gonna be another snake. I wasn't gonna do too many snakes. Then Rufus showed up with his sand boas over here. So you've got a couple of projects over here. There's actually a ton of awesome stuff. So if you like these, you love his other stuff, you gotta go check them out. But there's 2 of them here. One of them is something I thought I would never like. And then the other one is just mad science crossing. So you've got a double albino, which he was explaining this to me because we got double albinos, not house snakes. But there's 2 lines of albinos and Kenyans, which like a little bit more of maybe like a T-positive albino. I don't think they call it like that in stands. But then there's a paradox albino, and this snake is both. So if you look closely, it looks like a normal albino Kenyan, but maybe more contrast on honestly in the beginning. But then when you look really close, you can actually see some of where the dark spots are that would be paradoxing in the first strain of albino. That's insane. So you've got all the way to double recessive for this one, just to make a funky albino that looks a little bit cooler and is interesting from a genetic standpoint.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and this double visual in the sandboa world, they know this as a JPV. Is the term that you'll hear a lot of times. And so, but yeah, it's paradox albino and that sometimes called the bell line albino expressed at the same time.
And the thing looks like, I mean, it looks like a sunburst or something like that. Incredible color and contrast.
Taking a quick break to politely ask you to subscribe, please. No ad reads, no nothing. I just want you to subscribe. I won't even ask you to visit www.reachoutreptiles.com/shop for all brand new merch. I'm not gonna do that. All I want you to do is subscribe, please. Please. I need it.
So then this other one, equally amazing. I asked him what it meant. I was like, never heard of a silver bullet. He's like, I just nicknamed it because it had too many morphs and too many things going on.
Yeah.
So what do we have here?
Yeah, the silver bullet, I guess, if you want to get into all the genetics there, it's Anery, Genex, paint stripe.
Anery, Genex, and paint are all Kenyan sandboa mutations, right? The Genex reduces and breaks it up.
Yes,
the paint is a recessive stripe down the back. And then Anery, you guys know I love Anerys.
So that's a triple recessive, as well as showing that stripe through from the recessive.
So the stripe on top of the paint is a stripe, but the stripe that he's talking about is a hybrid project with another species of sandboa, which honestly on this just gives like the most incredible like broken stripe, salt and pepper. I mean, it's kind of freckly. I guess I'm sort of biased when it comes to that, but that snake looks good.
Yeah, thank you.
So, making the most amazing snakes by any means necessary.
Working on it.
So this is a booth that is not far away from our booth. We always got to hang out with Tyler and Maddie over here, and I'm always staring across the aisle at their incredible crested geckos. Crested geckos are cool because there's only a couple of morphs and they can enhance projects, but it's all about selectively bred polygenics, probably at a more intense level than almost any other species. So what do you got here, Maddie?
This is Intergalactic Dumpster Fire. He's out of our
Dumpster Fire? This is his name?
Yes, he's out of our male Captain Oliver and our female Dumpster. So It makes
And he's
sense.
naming them like racehorses
Yeah,
now.
basically. Well, you have to because everything is lineage based. So.
And we're celestial
exotics, so like galactic, you know.
I like it.
brand.
I like it.
Makes sense.
Look at the colors on it. It's incredible. You know, it's funny, like I was saying, morphs is kind of like cheating, right? You get a cool look really fast. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's more impressive when you do it artistically with selection.
We call these blonde. It's like our blonde project. But our goal is basically to make black and white geckos without using lily white or xanthic. A lot of people look at these and are like, is that xanthic? Or like some of the more high white ones we have, people will be like, is that lily white? But we don't have any of those.
You've created the look with none of the morphs.
Yeah, just line breeding. A lot of people have the goal of making black and white geckos like this, but then they use xanthic. There you go.
Hey, buddy.
They use xanthic and lily white and stuff and can make really cool geckos, but we wanted to try doing it without those morphs.
Because you've got the look everyone's going for, but without the morphs, it ends up being very unique looking.
Yeah,
Version
definitely.
of that black and white gecko that I think a lot of people want to make, right?
Yeah.
So cool.
Wait, before we get to the #1 craziest animal at Tinley this year, I want to thank our Patreon. These guys support us through thick and thin, and we met a couple of you at Tinley this year. So to you folks, thank you. And if you want to join the community that we've cultivated with our Patreon, you can join using the link below or visit patreon.com/reachoutreptiles.
This is non-snake at all, but holy smokes, the selective breeding. You know I love a giant, well, you probably don't know this actually. I love giant Madagascan day geckos. The grandest and the standing eye are my favorite, but some of the grandest that are here at the show are absolutely incredible. They've got apparently different bloodlines. I'm new to all of this kind of stuff, but blue blood pairs, extreme blue bloods. They've got these paradox things that actually look blue, which are incredible. And then some of the crimsons have so much red banding on their bodies that it comes up onto their face and everything. All of these different bloodlines are amazing, but these paradox animals that they're selling for $10,000 are absolutely insane. I don't know that I would ever see a day gecko listed at 10 grand that would tempt me to take one home, but this is it. Holy mind-blowing smokes.